folks, Champagne Friday again. Look what I found. Bollinger, 2015, white and rosé. Why am I sitting here? Because this is part of every ordinary day in a champagne expert's life. The reason is coming from the pandemic. You know, when we started to have all these Teams meetings, etc. And we're still using it. So right now, I'm waiting for Denis Bunner, the winemaker, chef de cave at Bollinger, and we will taste together different bottles, of course. Could be bottle variation, but he will describe and I will taste from here on the computer. Then we're going to drink it, honey me together with some nice Bollinger food. Listen to you, and then we taste together. Yeah?
Well,
Beautiful hiking picture. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. My friends,
My idea was to show, after the Teams meeting that we had with Denis, how extremely great Bollinger is as a gastronomic partner. Because that is a thing that I've been working on so much, and we felt from the start that you could always exchange the Burgundy, the red Burgundy, the white in some cases, with a Bollinger. And in 15, that is more true than in many other vintages. So we actually made a chicken à la Bresse, a little bit like the simple version of Paul Bocuse or something like that, but it didn't look nice. So actually, a mistake, it didn't work. But it works together with the food. It works to enjoy it as they are. And you can read every detail in the tasting notes, of course, in the champagne tasting library. But the most striking thing that you can know already as a little bit teaser is that what they've done, if you compare to 14, which was this very light, little bit lean, little bit too thin vintage, where they pushed as hard as they could on the Aÿ side. In 15, which is slightly too cooked, slightly too warm vintage, they decided to go on the mineralic side. Very obvious, very simple decision, of course, but how could you obtain it in the best possible way? You could either go on the Chardonnay track, that's one thing. The other way is to taking more mineralic Pinot Noirs. Problem with 15 is that most of the villages, even in the Grand Cru, with the exception of certain parts, especially in Avize and a little bit in Chouilly, with a strong minerality, actually avoids this very cooked characteristics, this cider-like over-mature apples, which is a problem for me aromatically within the Blanc de Blancs. So what they did was a combination of those. Slightly more Chardonnay, but from Avize mainly and Chouilly. And on the Pinot Noir side, more of the Verzenay than the Aÿ. That's how we simplify the essence, what it cooks down to when Bollinger is making the very small berries, the very concentrated fruit, the slightly higher in tannins, where the oak barrels, through the microoxidation, is actually removing a little bit of this flatness, the flabbiness, the fatness of the wine. But what we obtain is a very classic Bollinger.